welcome to my assembly. Global Goal 11.4. What is it, I hear you ask? Well, the main part of Global Goal 11.4 is to protect the world's natural and cultural heritage. Don't know about you, because I don't know where you live, but in my area, this is an old railway line. It hasn't been used for over 40 years, and the bridge that you can see in front of you is actually a railway and a canal bridge. It's one of the few local listed buildings in my area. It's now been turned into a greenway, which is to convert it to rail, which was no longer used, but it can now be used for cyclists, walkers, and to get fresh air in a safe environment and along a safe corridor where there are no vehicles. So it's a sustainable activity. It's actually being looked after at the moment by volunteers. But Global Goal 11.4 is to explore our natural world. There's loads of foxes, you get deer, badgers, all sorts of things in this area that you wouldn't normally see because it's now being used for other things. But also to protect and learn from our past, because things that we did before may not have been as sensible or as safe or as sustainable as it is now. We're learning all the time. We need to make safer, cleaner environments for all of us to enjoy, whether it's lakes and going for a walk or just our local green spaces and parks. They're all extremely important to us all. In the past, we learn how to use what we know from before, how we used to work, how we used to live, how we used to treat ourselves and other countries, to make things now a better place, so that the future generations can improve on what happened before. We're going to have a look elsewhere very shortly. And we need to live sustainably so that we don't waste what we have, because we don't have an infinite amount of resources. They will eventually run out. What we're going to do then? So our goal is to reuse, recycle and repurpose as many things as we possibly can. We need to think and keep in our minds all the time our world, our beautiful world that we don't want to waste. Archbishop Desmond Tutu once said, "Do your little bit of good where you are." It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. We can all do a little bit. It might not seem a fat lot, but when you add them all together, it's a huge amount. I'm going to leave you before we go for our little walk with something for you to think about. Yourselves, are only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. I will not let what I cannot do interfere with what I can do. Now, as I say, this green corridor is lovely. Everyone can enjoy it. We're going to go up some steps because I'm able to. But along the path, there are accessible areas for bicycles, for wheelchair users, and for people who are less able and ambulant. So let's go and find out what's up there. That's also a sustainable resource for us all to use. If you go up the stairs, you'll notice there's a little rill on one side. That's for people to be able to get their bikes from one end of this path to another on different levels without having to carry your bike. Let's go and see. You'll be able to see the bike wheel to your right, and that's where you can get your bikes down without carrying them for ease of access. And here we are on our next level. As you can see, it's quite a nice little area to exercise on. It's not used very much because at that end, which is Chase Water, there's just a basin. So boats don't really go anywhere. That way you can go into Birmingham and beyond. It's a nice little walk, looked after again by volunteers who want to help with their environment. And there we have it. Global goal 11.4. Bye everyone.